And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, it's Fowler. There he goes, left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Abrams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Fighting his way through contact. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Forced out to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
sides here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run on first down. Fowler. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 3. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 42 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got this one complete to Fountain. Look at the big man rumble. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They need 12 here. It's third down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
No problem there on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 212 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they'll go on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. It's Fowler, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the 2nd half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun if you're watching it, because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To the right side and intercepted. 20. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Abrams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Through the middle of the field. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, it's Fowler. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Well, now hang on here, because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Abrams firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Abrams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point in the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.